How would you like to see 10 totally different and unique products that I've sold in my Amazon seller store in 2025 so far? I'm going to show you exactly what the products are, how much I paid for them, and if you stay till the end, I'm going to show you how much money I made from having sold all of these. Now, the key thing about these products is whilst they're all very different from each other, these were purchased from retail stores. Physical retail stores are not to be ignored. I've been selling on Amazon since 2013, and this has been a huge part of my strategy because the products that you can find in store at physical retailers don't necessarily have the same discounts as what you'd be able to get online. And in fact, I've found some of my very best deals from retail stores. So I've got 10 products to share with you in this video, and I'm going to show you exactly what they are and tell you how much I bought them for. With this first one here, we have a Winsor & Newton Cotman Watercolour Set. So this particular item I bought 67 units of, and I paid just £5 each for them. And they all sold out within a very short space of time. So I don't sell many of these types of things, but I found a few retail stores that have some unique products that I wouldn't typically come across. My journey has been very much focused on toys, video games, electronics and stuff like that, and so it's a bit of a breath of fresh air to be buying some different types of products that I don't normally find. So if we just run the numbers on this, I actually sold these for considerably less than they are right now. Actually, I sold them for $25.35. So we'll do some totaling up here at the end, but $25.35 is what I sold them for, so roughly £12.35 profit. Now I am VAT registered, so those numbers will be slightly different when we do the final maths, but if you weren't VAT registered, that's what you would pay. So again, I'm based in the UK and I sell on Amazon UK primarily, and so what we're looking at here is Great British pounds, but of course if you live anywhere else in the world and you sell in different marketplaces with different currencies, the exact same principles apply. So if you sell on Amazon US and you live in the US, then the exact same principles would apply, but with US dollars. All right, so a watercolor set, I'd made really good money on these and they sold out pretty quick. You can see the numbers here, 60 odd units a month in sales. So we sold these out in, I do believe we sold them in less than a month actually. But what I have come to know about Buybot Pro's numbers here, we use this tool Buybot Pro. If you haven't seen it before, it's kind of a way of pulling back the curtain on products to see more about it, whether or not it's a good investment, how many times per month it's selling, how much profit we're likely to make, all that good stuff. And it tends to underestimate the sales volume. The reason it does that is because it looks at a BSR, a drop of the BSR, the bestseller rank. Every time that drops, it's considered a sale. And so the reason it underestimates it is because sometimes people buy more than one or buy at the same time. So it doesn't necessarily count all the sales. So it tends to be 10 to 20% now. But anyway, that's the first product, a watercolor set. That sold very, very well for me. So I shall certainly be looking out for these in the future. And Winsor & Newton is a brand that I've not sold in my account before. All right, next up, we have a microplane gourmet fine grater. So let me just check my numbers here. So I bought 41 of these and I paid £3.15 each. So at £3.15, let's just run the numbers here. In fact, I'm just going to change my settings just so that we get some more accurate numbers. I've not included a preparation fee here, but there would have been a prep fee of 50p per unit. Now I sold these for £18.98. So again, looks like I've undersold them. I could have done a little bit better if I'd have waited. Now these are selling a little bit more, quite a bit more, in fact, 402 units per month. But you know, we'd be making somewhere in the region of about £7 per unit on these. It is on the IP radar, and I get lots of questions about products being on the IP radar and should I or shouldn't I invest. And my advice is always head down to this section here, the offers and reviews on Buybot Pro or similar tools. And what we're looking for is a drastic drop off of sellers, of the number of offers in a single day. I don't see that here. I see a gradual incline, gradual decline, like it's a bit like a wave. So it's going up and down all the time. That doesn't give me any cause for concern. That's over the last year. So I was quite happy in this instance, regardless of the fact that this product is showing up on the IP radar. I was still happy to invest, and we quite comfortably sold out of all of those very, very quickly, all 41 units netting a healthy profit. So I've sold graters before, but again, because it's outside of the realms of the sorts of products that I'm looking for, these general retail stores that have discounts regularly are worth visiting because you find some products that you wouldn't normally otherwise find. Okay, so next up, what do we have? some bamboo face cloths. Once again, I was a little bit skeptical of these because if you look at the sales numbers, they're only selling 5. Well, look, this is previous 90-day sales. It's showing 13 units. So I actually can disagree with these numbers because so far I have sold 27 units of these. I can't say when I got them into stock, but it's definitely less than 3 months ago. So I paid £2 each for these. We sold them for £14.50. In fact, I still have a few left. And we sold 27 units of those. So this is, again, outside of the usual realms of the types of products that I sell in my account. I'm not fully up to scratch with beauty products, but it just so happened that I found a bunch of these and they were at a great price. I gave them a scan and I was happy with what I saw. And I thought it was worth a test because I actually bought, let's see how many I got. I got 57 of these. So we've still got a little over half of our inventory to go. But because they cost so much and the storage fees are so little, in fact, if we take a look at the storage fees here, we will see exactly what I'm paying each month for storage. So I'm paying 10 pence per unit per month, so I don't really mind that because I paid so little for them and the margin is really healthy. So at £2 each, we're still making somewhere in the region of about £6 profit per unit. And if you're paying attention to the ROIs here, you'll notice something quite exciting, and that's that, you know, we're getting considerably higher ROIs than we might with online retailers. Again, I still love online retailers and I do really enjoy that element of it, but the reality of it is you're not going to quite get the margins that you can get visiting these retail stores. So if you can kind of tie this in and mix it in with what you're doing online or with wholesale, you're going to really increase your overall margins. So next up, I have some collagen gummies. I'd seen collagen in powder form before, but I'd never seen it in gummy form. So this was quite interesting. Let's just see what we have on these. So I bought 21 of those. I paid £3 each. So £3 each on those works out at quite a healthy return on investment and a healthy profit. Selling again for, in fact, look at that. Very similar to the Grater, 402 units in the last 30 days. This has sold 409. So I do believe that this is not the one. I did get an IP claim for one of these products. It wasn't this one. I thought it might have been, but it was another one that I've got to show you a little bit later on. It's a little bit similar to this. I said they were all very different products, but it is kind of the same but different. But in any case, a lovely profit and a lovely ROI. But supplements and things like that have more recently been a bigger part of my business, but you do need to be a little bit more careful with those and pay more attention to the IP radar and intellectual property violation claims on those, because they're more likely, they happen more frequently with those brands. They tend to police their intellectual property a little bit more so than perhaps a toy brand would. So always pay attention here. And again, this is not showing up on the IP radar, but if I look along here, you can see when I sold out actually back here in March, because I was the only offer there for a few days, and then we sold out of all of our inventory in a very short space of time. So yeah, that's another one of those products that's done well for me this year so far. The next is this camping gas stove. This is taking me back to my roots a little bit. Once upon a time, my family used to own and run a caravan, motorhome and camping dealership, and we used to sell these kinds of things all the time. I've never sold any in my Amazon account, but for the first time I found 20 of these that I paid £3 each for in a retail store. So I picked all of those up. I was confident based on the numbers that I saw. So when we're purchasing online, I typically recommend that people buy 3 to 5 of a product unless they know different. If it's a replen and you've already sold a good number of them and you know that it's a good thing to continue to buy and you're not going to get flagged up and your order cancelled. One of the good things about buying in retail stores is unless the store itself has a policy, you can kind of buy as many as you like. And I frequently fill up trolleys, baskets or carts of products and take them to the checkout with my headphones on, and nobody asks me any questions because I have my headphones on. So another little tip there if you're sourcing retail from retail stores. So these little camping stoves have done very well for me. £5 roughly profit in each one of those for 168% return on investment. So the pattern here that you might be noticing is I'm not really spending a lot of money, and I'm making really strong ROI. So far, the most expensive product that I've shown you was £5. I think I have some slightly more expensive ones to show you. If that maybe, yeah, a little bit more, but nothing too crazy. So next I have this product. Okay, so it's collagen, but this is collagen powder. So I showed you some collagen gummies. This is the one I did get in trouble for. So notice anything? The IP radar light is green, and the reason it's green and not red is because nobody has yet reported to Buybot Pro that they've had an issue and been able to prove it. I should definitely do that. I have not yet done that, but I'm not sure when it happened, but this brand polices it quite well. Now, I was able to contest it and it not be a problem for my account long term, but I was able to sell these out. And let me see what I paid. I paid £5 each for these, and we actually sold them. We did not sell them for $34.99. We sold them for $30.62. So something that I could have watched out for here, and I did spot it, but I was drawn to the profits. Is that the brand is the only seller on the listing? They are an FBM seller, but they are the only seller on the listing. So that's something to watch out for. But we did still do very well from these, and I try and keep my IP claims to a limit. But my account's a little bit older, so I can handle a few more than perhaps a brand new seller can. So 322% ROI with roughly £16 profit each. And then if we look at the next item that I have on my list, these, I'd never seen this brand before, but I got this in a bunch of different colors, but this was the one that I have sold the best, and I had the most, the highest quantity of. So I actually bought 20 of these, 20, and I paid £8.50 a piece. So at £8.50, £13.39 profit for 157% ROI. Now this was the best seller by a long shot. I have blue ones, I have camo style ones, I have lots of different colors. This one did raise alarm bells a little bit, because if we look at the main seller here is Arcade Belts Europe. So there are other sellers on the listing and what have you, but ultimately those different sellers have not been, we've not been receiving IP claims. So I have a few of these left in different colors, but it's been a very good seller for me. So again, belts, clothing products. I haven't done a huge amount of clothing because I used to have this false belief about higher returns rates, which you typically will get a higher returns rate on clothing, but if you pay a small amount for it, then it's not too much of a problem. And actually, when I show you how much I made from these, I'll be able to show you the returns rates on them as well, so you'll be able to see how many out of the ones that I sold actually got returned. So there we go, we have a belt. Next up, product number 9 is a padlock. So I actually bought, 18 of these, 18 sold, and we paid £3 each for those as well. So at £3 each, they're only very small, not lightweight for the size, but they're lightweight overall. They don't weigh a huge amount. Very small, and we're able to fill out a box. £7.61 profit per unit, 253.67% ROI. So we did, once again, very, very well with those indeed. So I would be picking up more of these. And by the way, I'm going to be keeping a lookout for all of these. They've all gone onto my replen sheet. So if I see them again for a price that makes sense, I will not hesitate to buy them. And last of all, we have some talcum powder. So I've not seen talcum powder in this kind of packaging. That's a metal, like a kind of a metal tube, a metal bottle. Now, I did leave a good portion of these behind because the packaging was actually, because it's metal, it was dented and bent and out of shape. So I only picked up the ones that weren't. And what did we pay for those? We paid £2 each, and I have 18. I did pick up another batch of these that are yet to make their way in, and I sold these for £14.92. So at £14.92 with £2 cost price, we're looking at somewhere in the region of £6.80 profit. Very, very good seller once again, and we sold out of these very, very nicely indeed. Now, I said that there was, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a 10th product that for whatever reason I don't have up here, so I'm just really quickly going to pull that up and show you before we look at the numbers in great detail. But this was quite a find. I was very excited by this one because, as you can see right now, it's currently unavailable. So when I found these for a ridiculously low price of just £5 each, I got very excited, because what I do in this situation is I'd look back and see, okay, well, how much has it sold for historically? And I saw it selling at $36.99. I can look a bit further back and see $36.99 was kind of the trending price. I decided I was going to go a little bit stronger than that and went somewhere in the region of 50, but we ultimately ended up selling them. The repricer kicked in and dropped the price back down. What did we sell them for? I sold, so these, we did have a few returned. We had 2 returned, and they went for a slightly lower price, but we sold them $26.99 is what we sold them for, and we sold 2 that Amazon repackaged, because Amazon will repackage the products for you if they get returned, if they're resellable. We sold them for $24.29. So we sold 15 of them at £26.99, making a very nice £11.09 profit for a 22.8% ROI. So those I definitely could have gone stronger on the price of. If I'd have been paying more attention, I'd have put something in the repricer to stop it from dropping the price all the way down. But you can see here that someone had them in stock at 56.87, and with the BSR jumping up and down, they sold them. So they sold them for more than double that I did. So there's a big lesson for me there. If I see those again, I'm definitely going stronger on the price. But let's go take a look at exactly how much it was that I made on all of these different products. So if we have a look across here, 67 of the watercolor paints, we sold total value of £1,734.29. We made a gross profit of, or net profit of, £627.28. So if we just pop that up there, that you can see that I have my costs. Where is that now? Cost of goods, so my VAT taken out, and no ad spend was put into any of these. So that's those are the numbers for that particular product. So we made a very nice profit off of just one product. And again, I haven't seen any more since, but I will be definitely on the lookout for them. Next we have the Graters, 41 units. We totaled £788.03, made profit of £290 pounds and 12 pence after taking our costs into account. And then we have next the Beauty Effect bamboo face cloths. So with this I sold 27 units, made £402 and 3 pence in sales value, and made a net profit of £118.84. You can see I've still got some of these left, got 30 of them left in stock, so more profit yet to be had from those. Next, the Collagen gummies, we sold 21 of those, totaling £360 and 94 pence, and we made £97 and 53 pence profit. Again, these are just single individual product lines I found in stores, so whilst it's not thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, it's all going to add up with just 10 different products. So next we have the camping stove. So I got one return on that out of 20, one of them came back, but we done £297 and 44 pence in sales for a £65 and 43 pence profit. Next, the collagen powder. Sold 20 of those, netting £700 and 42 pence sales for a gross net profit of £310 and 47 pence. Next we have the arcade belts, sold 20 of those, £606.50. We actually made £181.37 on those, and we still have 4 left in stock, which is nice to see, because it means yet again more profit to come. Then we have the padlocks, so we sold 18 of those at £313 and 82 pence total. We have one returned, so our profit 99 and 51. Next, the talcum powder, we have 18 of those, we sold 18, had one returned, £267 and 21 pence. I dare say on that the reason for the return would have been the fact that the packaging would have been dented, because it was quite soft metal and it did dent very easily. So we made £83 and 46 pence profit on those ones. And then down to the power balls, the last product on the list, we have the 2 that Amazon repacked after being returned, and we sold 15 with one returned here, £446 and 4 pence for 165.51 profit. So total, that's somewhere in the region of about £2,000 profit off of 10 unique and different products that I bought from retail stores so far this year. There are many others, not so many, lots in smaller quantities. It's not every day I get to buy products like this from retail stores at these kinds of prices in these kinds of volumes, but these were just some that I wanted to highlight and share with you on the video today, so that it can inspire you for the types of products that you can be on the lookout for in your local retail stores when you go out and do a spot of sourcing. So that's it from me today. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. If you have any questions, drop in the comments section below. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.